Hello everyone, the one and only the YouTube channel you like to watch when it comes to stock market. Off-grid investor, this is Dolph. Today in this video, we have a lot to talk about it. It's Friday, the market closed. It's getting cold out, so I hope everybody's staying warm. In this video, we're going to talk about, we'll have to go about the SNDL, yeah? And SNDL and CCIV, of course, we're going to talk about that. The big news came out, so that drove the stock up a little bit today. And my lovely stocks, the Pinterest, we're going to talk about that a little bit as well too. And the Snowflake, yes, it's right at that bar line that I've been talking about, so we'll talk about that. The Palantir, it's kind of a lagging today. Yeah, it went down like 3.6% today. So we'll talk about that. And Golden Nugget, yes, today Golden Nugget is up. Yeah, it's 3.13% up today. So we'll talk about that as well too. And I'm going to talk about a little bit about the Apple stocks that I really like, the Apple stock and how it acts, and for the future, like somebody who like to put this one on the the long term. I think this this is of course the Apple stock is the long term, as a long term play. If you haven't invested in an Apple, it's not a bad idea just to start with the little bit and then just add it up. There's not really the best time to invest the stock like the Apple. You can always start. What does that mean is like don't just to put all the money like at once. Just little by little. That's the best way to do it. But the later on, if you the 5 years later, 10 years later, you'll be thankful, that you did that. So yeah, that's the one, like the long term, the stocks you can always invest in. And today in this video, I'd like to introduce one stock. It is Digital Turbine, ticker symbol APPS. I've been looking at this for a long time. I haven't, invested in it myself, and I haven't really come up with the good strategy to like how to invest in this one, but we'll talk about that briefly. And I wanted to mention about the Hyliion. It went up quite a bit, but if you have watched the previous video about the hydrogen, the truck, and what I think about all that, the sectors and all. You'll have the better understanding what I was going to say, but not like the plug power. I do not have that the conviction on this Hyliion, but I do believe that the hydrogen, the semi truck is the way to go for in the future. And what is the important thing to me is like how this the company will do in the future. I mean, obviously, they're not really making any money at this point, but the later on, and it is not like like I mentioned in the previous video, it's not like a Hyundai. The Hyundai company has the the best the technology and leading the technologies right now when it comes to the hydrogen EV, the truck, semi truck goes. But when you think about it, the later on, of course, the Teslas, the semi trucks, we'll see which one wins, down the road, the long run. But I previously, mentioned about it, like what I think about the hydrogen, the truck, semi trucks, and when you think about the government, the lawmakers. They cannot just kill all this, the oil suckers, and that's because that's the business, and we're talking about the whole economies and stuff. So, but the Hyliion went up quite a bit because of the news, that battery efficiency, the news. So like, they were saying like 8 minutes recharging capability. So 8 minutes, yeah. We talked about this one, previously. So that's why I like that, the hydrogen, the truck, the sector. But I also wanted to kind of show you the last time, I don't know if I did, I wanted to show you the pictures of Hyundai, the semi trucks, and what they're doing with it. If somebody want to invest in that might be the good idea. But you will have to have the right brokerage to invest in that one. But we'll talk about that. If you enjoyed this video, please click the like button and consider subscribing. Past few the videos, I've noticed many people subscribe, so I was glad to see that. But I was also gonna say, if it reaches 100 subscriber, I'm thinking about this, like the total random. Today I was thinking about I'm thinking about sending $100 the gift card to somebody who make a comments on my video. And as you see, like I make pretty much all probably all the comments somebody made. That's just because not many the people who makes a comment on my video. But if it reaches to 100 the subscriber, and if somebody like make a comments, there might be a good chance that you might get $100. I'm just telling you. And also, I was thinking, like, if it reaches to 1,000 subscriber, I'll send 10 of $100 gift card to 10 random person out there who makes the comments. That's a total of $1,000, I guess. Yeah. So please do make a comment and below. And I'm a man of my own word, so I promised you that. So we'll see that happens. So let's talk about the SNDL. So if you look at the SNDL, I've watched the one video, like they were trying to analyze, to go with all these charts, the technical analysis. I'm sorry, like I was laughing so hard on that one. But anyway, this is kind of stocks that it just doesn't go by the chart. But what I do see is the volume, though. We don't have that. So is this the kind of the volume that like you've seen how the GameStop went, with the huge volumes, right? And it died down a little bit, like today. Let me show you the chart. So here's a chart of SNDL. As you see, I don't know how many of y'all like still holding on to this, but if you look at over here where the stock popped, we're talking about the volume of 200 millions, the volume. But as you see, I'm just to let you know, I'm still holding on to this one. And as you know that my price is like $1.35. That's when I went in. So it is. I'm still up. Right now it sits at $2.05. But I'm still up like the 50%. I can take the profit of it. But the thing is, think about it. This one, it is $2.5 billion the market cap company. Comparing to the Chile, yeah, that's like the 6.7 the billion. But now I think I'm gonna try to hold this one a couple more days how this one reacts. That's my plan is. Hopefully this will come back to life. But I don't mind holding this one like a couple of months. I don't know, like if this one's gonna go back down to like the dollar range, that's a possible. So So what is important on that, the SNDL is the volume. If it's the volume goes down, same as, kind of, the GameStop, that's the one I can see that, this will kind of, will lag for a while. But how I play the Transantrix, the ticker symbol TRXC. So what is the important thing is like not to, put too much money on this one. Of course, yeah. Frankly, I have put maybe a couple of weeks of, the drinking money on this one. So what does that mean? If the stock goes down and, I don't think it's going to go to zero, but of course, even if it goes to, the dollar range, like in a week or so, then, that means I'm just losing a little bit of the drinking money for a couple of weeks. That means I may not be going out for a couple of weeks for drinking. But that's how I invested on this one. So don't put too much money on this one. That's what I want to say. And now let's talk about the CCIV news. So the CCIV stocks went up quite a bit today off the news that Bloomberg, the terminal update, suggested that the consortium of investors led by the Venrock Associates were looking to sell the Lucid Motor. That's what the stock, they made the stock shot up a bit. But it is nothing new, as you know. So that's any kind of like the good news about the CCIV from now on. I think, CCIV will react a lot. But as you see, the volume today, I can definitely see like a lot of the people were maybe feeling the FOMO. And at the end of the market, I see a lot of volumes, got in there. So probably that, like the news came out and a lot of people are thinking, I better just like put the money in there. And see like how the market opens on Monday. I can definitely see that, but that's not a that's not a good way of investing it. But like I don't know, like comments below, like what are the price that you guys went in. My price CCIV I got in at $31.64. But even that, like before that, I made it, quite a gains on that one. I got back in at $31.64, and now it's just at $39.35. But what is important is like don't jump on that one, not knowing the word how the stocks are gonna the react. What is important is like it is the timing. And if you haven't like invested in the CCIV, I don't recommend to to put too much in it, because I can definitely see like in the near future if now just the good news came out. So think about it. If the the news doesn't come out like in the next few days or so, I can definitely see this one coming down to 35 again. But and of course we've been talking about a lot. This is still the rumor, the play. So if if it jumps a lot after the confirmation, and if you make double the money, or I can definitely see this one goes to like the $60 range, 55 at least, or $60. But after the confirmation, it may the consolidate as well too. So think about that. So you don't want to just like hold the bags on that one. So now let's talk about the snow. Snow, we've been talking about this one a lot. So it just came down to $2.90 now. I'm still holding on to mine, but we'll see if it goes to. I don't want to say like 295 now, but let's say if it goes down to maybe 297 or 98, I'm cutting this one off. Yeah, and I didn't lose any money on this one, but as you see, this one, I need to show you the chart as well. So here is the 6-month chart of snow. So right now, as you see right now, this is at 299, but I see another, the support line over here, like 267 or 268 kind of price range. That might be good price range for anybody who kind of start, the little position, if you like this, the stocks, of course. And of course, please just don't buy it, just because I say so, like please, the study and research, do your own research and see if the stock, this is something that you like to invest it in. I'm not your financial advisor, and this video is entertainment purpose only. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking. But it might be very good the chance to get in if it goes down to 265 price down. So now let's talk about the golden nugget. Now it popped today. It's right now it's $18.13. And somebody made a comment on my video, like asking me like, why is this one the bleeding so much? But whole sector of that, the gaming stock, when it came down, the whole sector of that, the gaming stock came down. It is not just the golden nugget. Let's see. So golden nugget, I mean, if you have bought it around $20 range, I mean, it still is like, so this one also came down to, the one simple question. So like, what price you got in and why did you get into this? Because like if you're holding this one for the future of the gaming, the sectors, whole sports gaming and the gaming sector, this is not a bad stocks to hold it, But if you ask me like how long I'm gonna hold it, this one, my strategy is making money, extra money on any stocks that the midterm. If you watched my the previous video, what I'm talking about, the midterm holding. So we're talking about like the maximum maybe a year or two. I want to see where this one is going. So and it just popped today. If you look at the charts, we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like 7 the red days we had, and today just popped it. So what is important, it is important like on Monday or the Tuesday, if it ends with ends green, there might be a little the good confirmation for somebody to get in for swing trade or something. That's what I'm looking at. But of course, this can go down as well too, but you have to ask yourself like why you're investing in, why you're even touching this one. I like it for the midterm the game, so that's why I got in. So ask yourself the same question. And Apple stock, now we'll talk about that Apple stock. So now I'd like to introduce you one stocks, which is the digital turbine, ticker symbol APPS. Why am I talking about this? I really like the stock, and I've been looking at it for a long time. Of course, it went up a lot this year, but I want to kind of look at the chart over here, and we'll talk about that. So if you look at the yearly chart, the stock was around like $4, $5 a stock in April, like in May. But now look at where this stock sits at. It is at $85, and still, yeah, there was some, the times it dipped a little bit over here, dipped a little bit over there. But in my opinion, yeah, it is quite stretched a lot. So how are you gonna play this? I mean, if you do the research, and if you like the stocks on your own, then you can kind of I can definitely see myself like investing in this one for the long run. They're still like indicating some strength here and the weakness there. But then the expectation of the positive and the negative, the performance of for this stocks is relatively, quite good on this stock. So who owns this the stocks heavily? There's like a lot of financial institutions, they got in a lot on this stock. So I want you to kind of like look at those, the factors and see like if that's something that make you feel better. But this is very kind of the reason this stock went up is because of impressive the revenue growth. It exceeded the subsector average of 6.3%, and since the same quarter 1 year prior, or the revenue leaped by 146%, and the growth in the company's revenue appears to have helped boost the earning per share. And the digital turbine, this one, the debt to the equity, the ratio is very low. It sits at the 0.17, and it's currently below that the subsectors the average, implying that there has been a very successful management of debt levels. Along with the favorable debt to equity ratio, the company maintains an adequate quick ratio of 1.04, which illustrates the ability to avoid the short-term cash problems. And the 43% in the gross profit margin, it is considered to be very, that's considered to be very strong, yeah. And it increased from the same quarter the previous year, and despite the result of gross profit margin, this digital turbine's net profit margin of 16% is very significant, in my opinion, and powered by is a strong earning growth of 275%. And other important driving factors, this stock already surged like 1,433% over the past year. So now let's talk about the Hyliion a little bit. So how are we gonna play this one? I don't have any position on this one, and as if you have watched my the previous video, and if you saw me like when I got in and make a profit on the plug, it's a kind of the same kind of the strategy that I'll be using it. So if you look at the chart, so this is Hyliion, the yearly chart. So I really like it now because of how it came down all the way. So like one time, it was as you know, it went all the way to like around $60, and then it all came down, and like there was a period of time, it just pretty much didn't do nothing. But as you see the MACDs over here, how it moves, like it was green, the red, green, red, green. And there's a little pop right there, and I see the little momentum because of the yesterday's the pop over here. So and I really like the where it sits there right now. So it has pretty much the pretty good support line is $16.78, 78. It's like $16 or somewhere around there. So this one, if you kind of invest just a little bit of it. And there's lots of upside. Upside potential over here. Like we're talking about $25 to $30. So if I get into the Hyliion right now, which I can definitely see myself doing that, my price target will be around $25 to $35 price range. But I can definitely see. Depends on like what kind of the positive news that we might get next like the week or two. This one, just because it's just got the the momentum. Like look at how much the volume like we had over here. We didn't have this kind of volume at all throughout, from July to, up till now. So what does this volume tell you? That's definitely, the momentum, the indication, they're just starting it. So like I told you, I haven't started my position, but if I do, I'll definitely, make another video and let you guys know what price that I get into. But this is what I can see is like, you see like over here, like there was like July 28 to August 15. So we're talking about the 15 days, the period over here. That's a kind of like the interesting, the time period like over here, how it went up, the massively like parabolic, the movements over here. That's the kind of range of time that I would wait over here, which is about 15 days to 20 days of the stocks. Like I'm gonna see how the stock reacts, like in two weeks. If it kind of stays the same as like this range over here, I would like it, because it depends on how much you make it. I don't like the stocks moves all of a sudden, like as soon as I put it. And this is not that kind of a stock for that, like not like SNDL, on other words. And I just wanted to quickly show you the picture of Hyundai's the hydrogen, the semi trucks over here. It is great looking cars, and it's like, once again, this is not like the Nikola, like pushing down from the top of the the hills. This is operating the truck. And as you can see, like the Hyundai, they're hoping to launch 1,000 hydrogen truck. This picture's right over here. But they already had kind of they had the partnership with the Swiss company H2 Energy. In total of 1,000 vehicles are to be deployed in Switzerland between 2019 and 2023. The last time that I heard, I think they already they delivered like 250 or something. Correct me if I'm wrong on the down below the comments. And I think that's it for today's the video. I hope that you enjoyed my video, and I'll see you guys on Sunday, maybe. Before market opens. Of course, I would like to make a video. So I'll see you on Sunday.